let's talk classics. I want to start a series where once a week or so I look at classic deep house albums, deep house, soulful house, afro house, whatever genre it may be. I unpack, deconstruct, analyze classic albums. Today, Big Bad Crazy, 2018, Jullian Gomes, Atjazz, 8-track classic deep house album. I'm sure you do as well. And if you're not familiar with this disc, if you're not familiar with this project, if you're not familiar with this release, it's been out for about 4 years now. If by some chance you've never heard any of these tracks, you're very lucky, because your ears are about to be blessed. And it's one of those albums where the attention to detail is very, very high. It's one of those albums where you have two producers, two musical minds that created this amazing fusion of deep house music. I think to call it deep house is too easy. It's not just deep house. It's an atmosphere. It's electronic. It's complicated. It's intricate. Big Bad Crazy, I think one of those albums that extremely tough to describe and transports you into a different galaxy as you're listening. I think by my personal experience, the top tracks in here that DJs rinse and rinse and rinse on sets are Don Esquire, Blow by Blow, Love Me. It's My Time, also quite popular track. But I'm going to play Empty Paradise, the 7th track, second to last track in this album. And it's a track that I haven't played a lot in the past, but as I went back to this album, to this disc, it's really caught my eye, and it's really made me look at this project, this compilation, this collection of music through a different lens, and just take my time with this piece. But yeah, let's do Empty Paradise and then talk about it. Okay, before the drop, I just want to say, if you appreciate rock music, if you appreciate guitarists, if you appreciate the actual playing of musical instruments, this introduction, this first phase of the song, just, you have to appreciate it. You have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge it. Name one deep house artist that has created a sound like this one. You've got a very punchy bass, but it sounds like a real bass. It sounds like a real bass. I think a lot of times when people talk about bass, they're referring to a stock plugin or some type of plugin, but this sounds like the real thing. Not only that, but looking at the drums, looking at the other pieces, everything is sounding crisp, everything is sounding organic and natural. It feels like you're listening to a live performance. This is why it's difficult for me to call it deep house, because there's some rock in here and that organic, natural, live feel to it. It's very cool. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Oh, that piano, man. It's just sounds so good. I can't do it, man. I don't think I can finish this track. 2 minutes in, I want to rewind it already. Let's keep going. It makes me think of Linkin Park, bit of U2. Like, it's very, I don't know, it's bands, rock bands, etc., that are popping up in my head as I'm listening to this. And I went through a phase in my life where I was appreciating Nirvana, U2, Kings of Leon, lots of these bands, which, yes, I wouldn't necessarily relate to this sound right here, but a lot of that is popping into my head as I'm listening to this, and I love everything about that. I think if you're able to bring in organic sounds, especially with a guitar, with a bass, into deep house, that is the coolest thing. Let me know in the comments, how does this sound? How does this song make you feel? Let me know in the comments, because yeah, I need to know. I want to know how a sound like this, so overpowering, echoey, there's a vocal in there as well. Again, I talked about the organic, natural, and live feel to the instruments, the sounds, everything. But let me know, how does this make you feel? A sound like this, where I think the production is unmatched here. Detail, crisp. You know, you can't just listen to this. You can't just listen to this. You have to listen. You have to sit back. You have to try and put yourself in the producer's shoes. You have to try and put yourself in that state of mind where you're just analyzing. Tunes like these make you appreciate the art. This is what it's about, man. You know, the more you listen to music, the more you explore that side, right? The production side. Everybody has a creative side to them, and you have to tap into that, whether it's through music, I don't know, art and drawing, whatever. It makes you enjoy things more and appreciate things more, I think, when you can appreciate someone expressing themselves this way, but then you also try and feel what they feel. Yeah, I'm not sure if all of that made sense, but, you know, Empty Paradise, man. Great track. This is what I call a 10 out of 10. 5-star production, 5-star track. Round of applause to Atjazz and Jullian Gomes. 8 tracks in this classic album, Big Bad Crazy, released 2018. Let me know in the comments which track is your favorite from this collection. So good.